Your thoughts on Donald Trump?
I am opposed to virtually everything he stands for and everything he does. He doesn't have respect for anybody, anyone in this country or any other country. Possibly the worst president we've ever had. He's made this country a laughingstock. The rest of the world is laughing at us. And so many people here in this country don't care. I care because I spend quite a lot of time across the pond. And so I see how we're perceived over there. On a world stage, he has embarrassed this country time and time again.
Okay, today we are going to the streets of America and we want to answer the question, do Americans love Donald Trump or do they absolutely hate this second Trump administration? Now, enough talking, let's just continue with the video.
I think he's really funny, and funny dude. I like most of the stuff that he does. To be honest,
he trolls on Twitter.
Sometimes, I mean, yeah.
I think he's good with like the fans and like making people like him. Like his crowd, they like him a lot because of what he does. But
I don't think he's dangerous. I think he's just like he's doing his job. He's trying his best. I mean, I'd like to put myself in his shoes for a day. I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that.
He's not dangerous.
With what?
Yeah, I think. No. I mean. With this country, what can he do that's going to be like dangerous enough that's not legal?
For the rest of American history, the two sides are always going to be split. Nobody's ever going to want to switch. It's always going to be, if you're a Democrat, you hate Republicans. If you're a Republican, you hate Democrats. So if he does good, Democrats are still going to find an excuse to hate it. If it was a Democrat president, Republicans are still going to find a reason to hate it. It doesn't matter what he does.
No president's going to be in the office without being hated by the other side. I mean, either way it goes.
I love my country, but I don't think Trump has a lot of respect for anybody. I mean, I don't think you can look at any politician or president and say that they've done nothing wrong. I think everybody in power has done something wrong. Everybody not in power has done something wrong. Nobody's perfect. He cut the community resources so that our Native American university, Haskell University, lost, I think it was 80 to 90% of its funding. The things that affect the individual social person is really kind of sucked ass. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think Trump is very divisive for the United States. And I think he's not trying to unify people. It's all about himself. I don't think he cares about anybody who is needing help or could use the government's assistance. He just doesn't care. Some people can't talk about politics. Some families are just really not even being together because of that.
Okay, so the woman is absolutely right about the division that has come since Trump came into the picture. Now, I'm going to have to be super careful giving my opinion on this because I'm an immigrant. So for whoever is listening, for Kash Patel and everyone in MAGA, Trump is the greatest. Praise be to our Lord Trump. He's the greatest, the strongest man. He has six-pack abs. He looks like a Greek god. You know, he's all the best, yada, 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 all that nonsense. Now, for the rest of the world, you know what it is. We are fucked. We are completely fucked here in America. Like, this is the most division I've ever seen in this country. And I've lived here for decades. It's crazy the amount of hatred being displayed in the open, being amplified in platforms like Twitter and all these other garbage right-wing sites. It's insane. It is so bad. But you know what? Let me not rant right now. I'm going to keep on giving my opinion as we go on. Let's continue with the video.
Get me started. I fucking hate him.
He's disgusting. He's a terrible human being. Yeah. He has oppressed marginalized groups throughout his entire presidency, and he's perpetuating a fascist ideology. He's ruining our democracy. Like, it's just not okay. The way he's mobilizing the National Guard, the way he's taking power away from the Supreme Court, from Congress. He's concentrating power in the executive branch.
I'm not a fan. Some of the things he might do that work out, but I don't like him personally. So politically, I don't go in his direction a lot of times either.
For me, the approach bothers me sometimes. Politics, like, you know, we all can disagree on some of the policies, but the approach is what bothers me. Yeah.
You're never really proud of your president for the good things until you see it in the future. But, you know, like, a lot of people hated George Bush when George Bush was president. A lot of people, I mean, some people disliked Obama when Obama was president. But, you know, I feel like there's more of a tangible grasp on the Trump being president and not liking his ideology or politics.
I think most of the policy that he's put in is just like downright stupid. And then, I mean, you have to look at the guy as a person as well, and that track record isn't the best either. So
Yeah, like that's absolutely right. Like there is the personality of a person also. If somebody shows you who they are, believe them. He has told us time and time again, you've seen the type of person he is. At this point, if you're supporting him, there is only 3 reasons why you would be MAGA at this point. Number 1, you are ignorant. You're an ignorant fuck. That is the truth. You are ignorant. Okay? Number 2, you are evil. You're just evil and you like seeing evil things happening to people. Or number 3, you are rich. If you're rich, like you're perfect. Things are happening. Things are falling into place for you. So it is those 3 reasons I believe you can be a MAGA supporter. You're ignorant, you're evil, you're rich. You can be one or all 3 of them. Because what is happening is beyond ridiculous. Now, sometimes I get people from MAGA, they come across my channel and I don't know why they end up here. I don't know, they think I'm MAGA or what. I am not. I am not MAGA because I have a brain, okay? I have a brain. I don't need an MRI to find my brain up there. There is a brain up there, okay? I don't need an MRI to find a brain, okay? There is a brain. I already know there's a brain, and I intend to use my brain. Now, using my brain logically, like a human being, it tells me I cannot be MAGA because I'm not a shit person, okay? But enough of me rambling. Let's continue.
I think he knows how to lead, but he just doesn't lead right. Like, he thinks he's someone that he's not.
He has stirred intolerance and hatred into the minds of the American people. He's a man who has just so much hate in his heart, and it makes me sad when I see him and listen to him speaking. And I don't, you know, the first thing that jumps in my mind is he's just a sad old man with a heart full of hate, and I just don't understand why people look at him and think he's, you know, this savior who's going to bring us out of some kind of ruin.
Damn, like that. Sorry, I had to pause. Like, those words were so strong. He's a sad old man full of hate. Like, that says it all. He's a sad old man with a heart full of hate. Like, that describes it perfectly, because how can you be 80-something years? When you're 80-something years, you're close to moving into the next realm. Like, you are in the sunset years of your life. A normal person would be thinking, you know what, let me improve the lives of my children or my grandchildren. Let me leave the world a better place than I found it. But the reality is, some people are just born evil. Some people are born and brought into this world to bring evil and destruction in life. That is the reality. I used to think that humans were generally good when I was a child and naive, but nowadays, as I become older and older, I can see reality is that some people, their sole purpose in life is to bring destruction and cause chaos and everything. And that is what this administration is. Now, these people are just evil. If somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So this administration is evil, straight from the pits of hell. And we are supposed to act like, you know, it's all normal, everything is fine. We are holding hands, singing Kumbaya. We have to pretend, shut off our brain and pretend like these are logical people. It's not. This is not normal. Am I the only one? Like, let me know in the comments. Am I the only one? Is this normal stuff happening, or are we living in an alternate reality? Let me know in the comments. Now, enough of my rant. Let's continue.
No, he's instilling, you know, division and divisiveness into every segment of the American population. I can't speak for every American, but it's not what I'm about.
What's it been like living in America while he's been in power?
Oh, fine. We're both white men.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that's come into conflict with who we are. A lot of my gay friends, trans friends think that it's just a general attack on who they are as a person.
I don't know. It's really tough right now. Yeah, people are just against each other. I mean, friendships are kind of shattered, and I don't know if the government is really doing what the people want. Yeah, I think Trump is very divisive for the United States, and I think he's not trying to unify people. It's all about himself.
As, like, a white woman, I have significantly more privilege than women of color.
Yeah.
And that's something I think about every day, but it still is scary. I'm worried about my access to birth control. I'm worried about my reproductive health, like my options going forward and stuff like that. Like it's definitely something that weighs on my mind.
As a general thought, like same as a white woman in America, I have so much more access than say a woman of color, but I'm still concerned about getting my birth control like in a couple years. And then also like my ability to just do basic things like, hey, I want to apply for a mortgage and get a credit card and things like that. Like I'm seriously starting to put into question like, oh, am I going to be able to do that in 4 years? Also spending over like, it's now up to what, $500 million on a ballroom in the White House that's never going to be used for the general public, and yet you're cutting so much cancer research. Like that's insane.
Yeah, that's a great point. And don't forget the bailout to Argentina when the farmers here are getting bankrupt and everything, and he's bailing out Argentina because he likes their lunatic president. But let's continue.
Like, you want to cut SNAP benefits? That's crazy. Like, you're cutting benefits for the underhoused, the unemployed, the marginalized, and yet you're building yourself a gilded ballroom. That's insane. I think he's a narcissist.
He cut the community resources so that our Native American university, Haskell University, lost, I think it was 80 to 90% of its funding. The things that affect the individual social person is really kind of sucked ass.
Well, I was gonna say, he does have like more influence than like it could seem like up front, because it's not necessarily logical, but he does have a lot of influence that isn't really grounded in reality.
I think that everyone needs to be just a lot more tolerant. I don't think that we should discriminate, and I do not agree with anything he or the entire party stands for.
Yeah, I mean, it's partisan. It's very tough to get along with maybe neighbors or have conversations with coworkers, because we now are so just combative because of politics, primarily because I feel Trump and what he's brought to the table.
Do you like the idea of him running for a third time? Because we've had
That's
some
not
people.
going to happen.
Yeah.
No, that's not going to happen. I don't think he's not going to change the country this much. If he runs for a third, he'll win, though.
Probably just wanted for the entertainment of it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one positive of it, is it's like watching a burning car. It's like watching a train go into a wall of civilians and explode. It's fun to watch.
The guy's going to be 80 plus. No. There's a reason why we don't allow that. If you allow someone to be a president for unlimited number of times, it sets up a dynasty kind of scenario. And no offense to the monarchy, and obviously the UK has a 1,000-year monarchy going on, and a wonderful tradition it is. It doesn't work here, and it simply is not what this country is about.
I mean, I like this guy. He has a good head on his shoulder. He's a good guy. Like, you can tell from the way he thinks, the way he talks. He's traveled at least so he can see things from a wider perspective. He's not looking at things as, America is the best, F the rest of the world. He has a good head on his shoulder. He has great opinions. And if you're probably got to the end of this video, you're probably not MAGA, because by now I'm sure most MAGAs have clicked out and they are typing insults, not knowing that YouTube filters comments, so insults normally just go straight to the bin. But anyway, let me know in the comments, do you love Trump? Do you want a third term of Trump? Personally, I would not want a third term. I would not even want a second term, but we are living through it. So, okay, third term, I would not want it. I barely survived the first term. I saw how he handled the COVID pandemic, and he did not give a fuck about, following science and medicine. If Joe Biden did not come in, Americans would have died in the millions. How he handled the COVID pandemic. So Biden was many things, but at least he brought some scientists that helped slow down the issue. Now, let me know in the comments, do you love Trump? Do you love what is happening in America? Would you want a third term? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this type of videos, consider liking, subscribing, and of course, share this on all the networks. I will see you.
Oh my goodness, all the networks. Wow. All the networks.